Hi guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about kosher sex. That's right, all the Jewish rituals and blessings and experiences involved in making a baby. Why am I talking about this today? Well, if you missed my last video that I uploaded, definitely go check it out. I'll link it down below. I shared and announced a huge exciting thing, which is that I'm having a book. This is my book that's coming out. It's called Expecting Jewish, and it's all about a millennial mom's practical guide to how Judaism can be a blessing to new moms and moms to be. And the first chapter in my book after the introduction is called Kosher Sex. So I thought that would be a really fun video topic for today. My plan is from now until when the book goes live and is published on March 23rd to upload a few videos about what's in the book, some of the most interesting things that I think you guys will be interested to learn about, and some of the most special topics that I cover in terms of personally just what I felt really passionate writing about. So let's jump in with a little kosher sex today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Marian and I make videos about being a mom and being a Jewish mom. So if you like what you see, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any more of my videos. And if you want to follow along with my everyday life as a Jewish mom, then definitely follow me on Instagram. Okay, so let's jump into a little kosher sex. I marked off a few of my favorite parts I wanted to make sure to talk about, and I thought they'd also just give you guys a good flavor about what's in the book. So the first thing I talk about in my kosher sex chapter is that sex in Judaism is not a sin in any way. It's meant to be this joyful experience, and in fact, it's part of God's creation in the world. It's the way in which humans take part in that continually evolving story of creation, and that it's an expression of the divinity within us to continue to create. And also that God gave us a body that can enjoy those things. So I have an Instagram post that I have queued up. I've been nervous to post it because it's a little outside the box for me, but I'll just kind of preview it for you guys now, which is along the lines of you can give yourself or you can have an amazing. And the reason I say that is because our bodies are created in God's image. And if you know and have learned about Kabbalah and Judaism, which I've also been touching on and really interested in the last year, it talks a lot about that divine spark and the soul and all of those aspects. So when you view your body in that light, then you don't see any of the things it does as sinful or gross or wrong or any of that, but it's all part of this beautiful expression of all the most wonderful, miraculous things it can do, including feeling that joy of sexual activity, that we're made in a way that encourages us to experience that. And Judaism is all about it. You might have heard the term double mitzvah. So it's a double mitzvah to have sex on Shabbat because Shabbat, you're having sex. Like, Judaism is just all about that kind of thing. So I absolutely love that. I think it's so empowering. And in fact, there's a lot of aspects of our tradition that can be very patriarchal, but sex and intimacy can be very pro-feminine. Another thing I talk about in the kosher sex chapter is how much more it's believed women are more mystical, more spiritual, more in touch with that divine spirit, which is why a lot of Jewish obligational rituals fall on men, that they have to do all these things, whereas women just innately are already connected to God, and that really ties into spirituality and sexuality and making a baby. Okay, moving on from that part, the other part I want to share is about finding the person that you are meant to be with, your soulmate. So in Judaism, there's the term beshert, and there's a lot of theories and writings about what that means to have a beshert. It also, by the way, to me and to a lot of other Jewish thinkers, goes beyond just the person that you fall in love with and spend the rest of your life with, but also to people that you really deeply connect with, like some friends in your life. But the idea is that here's one Kabbalistic interpretation. There are so many, but that the idea of the soul is not something you own. So you don't have just your own soul that exists in this finite, contained way, but that we're all part of this one divine aspect and each soul is part of it. So So there's this idea that all of our souls are contained within letters of the Torah. So if you meet somebody that you just instantly connect with, it's possible that each of your letters might be in the same parsha, the same Torah portion. And if you find somebody that you just want to be friends with your whole life long, they just get you in that instant way, they might even be in the same line of Torah. And when you fall in love and meet your Besheret, hopefully they're in the same word of Torah. So there's so many beautiful interpretations like that. I share a lot of that kind of Jewish spiritual teachings in this book, but they just really inspire me and I love sharing with them. So that's another thing I wanted to mention about Jewish sex. And the last thing I want to talk about, I said in the beginning that Judaism really encourages this expression of love, and also that it's a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to have sex. We're supposed to do it. But when couples are trying to have a baby, it can sometimes be a very stressful event. And Judaism's role in all of this is to try and take some of that stress away. In fact, it's not a mitzvah if the sex is only for the enjoyment of one of the partners. And there's a lot of other interesting teachings like that, which encourages the partners, the two partners, to really put the act of making a baby in something that's joyful and loving. And I know, trust me, I know that that can be hard when you are desperate to have a baby and you have been trying for a while. I totally get that. Another thing I talk about in this book, which is not exactly on topic for this video, but I really want to share it, is that I know that a lot of babies are not made by a man and a woman having sex anymore, and that there still can be divinity in all the other ways that goes into baby making in 2021. So that's just a little sneak preview of some of the things I share in the Kosher Sex chapter of my book. I hope you guys liked this video and found it interesting. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the things I've shared today. If you are interested more in like the spiritual side or in the religious laws, things like going to the mikveh when you're pregnant, that type of thing. I'm interested in all of it, which is why I wrote a book about it, but I just love talking about this stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Links are in the description down below to pre-order my book. It's available on Amazon and through my publisher. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!